I don't live the healthiest lifestyle, though. I woke up and I started eating Doritos, and Moxxi goes, "Are you serious, Neph? Can you get some real food?"
I'm concerned about his health, guys, okay? I can't talk because I've got pizza over here for shoving in my face in between matches. But yeah, he woke up. He looked a little rough and he just very tiredly and sadly eating Doritos. So I got concerned. I'm concerned about my co-broadcasters. My production team is very important to me, and that was a very good friend. But you know who's not having Doritos for breakfast? And that's gonna be Sven. We do get the Sven picked up on the side of For Fun, also known as the Brack Street Boys. I love that name, using that from now on. I might even draw a little doodle later on of the team as kind of idol style.
Nick
But
should have joined the Brack Street Boys Discord. I asked him myself, "Hey, can I steal your thoughts in your coaching and advice section, and then say that I came up with it?" And he says, "You know what, Neff, go for it." Very fun guy. I will
nice
come up with
guy.
my actual own original thoughts when I'm casting with you, though.
Man, Brax and Monkeys Forever are going to heal the NA Dota scene of toxicity. I swear, those two guys, so PMA, such a delight. But yeah, so Eternal Envy Sen coming out here now. We've seen how that goes. This man, no fear, runs in. I can't tell you how many times that we saw, like an Ember Spirit just immediately, zip away. And you just watch Envy fly across the map after him. He doesn't care. He's going to murder you one way or the other. But we do get the Wind Ranger picked up for Beast Coast, which I do find very interesting. I'm guessing that's going to be a Chris Luck Wind Ranger. I don't imagine that Whisper's going to be playing that in the offlane. Although I did see Pepita play that the other day. So there is the possibility, but they're a little squishy on the side of Beast Coast.
They are squishy. And it's not made any better by Sven. Once he hits that level 15, he has the Storm Bolt D-Spells Talent, and you have the Aghanim Scepter. You're on top of these heroes, and there's nothing you're able to do about them. Elder Titan, of course, he does get blown up by the Sven. You lose that armor, you lose your Astral Spirit buff. Wind Ranger as well. You lose your Wind Run when he goes on top of you after he has that 15 talent. It is ridiculously strong. So I'm slightly worried about these picks. In fact, now that I think about it, that might have been the reason why they grabbed the Enchantress. It might have been more of a denial pick than anything else. They realized, oh God, we forgot to ban out Enchant, and we've Elder Titan picked up. A lot of the time, people run the Enchantress in lane against the Elder Titan, so they can instantly dispel the Astral Titan buff, and then they just start clicking him back after using Enchant on him. It's a pretty powerful tool. They grab Ember Spirit here on For Fun. Again, you do have to be worried about that same thing coming out from Beast Coast. You can instantly dispel the Flame Guard. So I'm not sure if that's something they're even going to go. But if it is the Wind Ranger against the Ember Spirit in the mid lane, you tend to want to max out the Flame Guard instead of going the Shackles and Sleight of Fist max out build, because you don't have that same kill potential when he's got Wind Run to fall back on. So you go for the farming strat.
Makes sense. I started laughing when I saw the Ember Spirit pickup because I was like, I feel like in my brain somewhere, I was just like, Envy's like, not today. We're not falling for that trick again. But of course, Ryoya is a very good Ember Spirit. Most mid players really enjoy this hero. We had an interview with Quinn yesterday from the side of Quincy Crew, and he says, the spirits, if you play them right, that is the caveat. You have to play them right. But they're basically immortal. You make sure you hit your buttons. You've got a remnant somewhere. You're gone. You won't die if you're doing it correctly. So. Definitely a nice pickup here. I'm liking the draft coming out for Fun. I'm not completely sold on the side of Beast Coast yet. I'm not sure what the final pick here for Whisper. Again, it looks like they also think that that's going to be a mid Chris Luck Wind Ranger. So I'm not sure what would even out the draft for the side of Beast Coast. I'd like to see some more initiation, honestly. Could see something like, nope, can't see that because that's banned. Never mind.
The silencer or
no, I was looking.
No,
God, why would I say silencer? Neph, come on. You know my feelings about that, man's.
You hate fun, obviously. If I'm not allowed to eat that food I want to eat first thing in the morning. Well, it's not even food I want to eat. It's just food that's in front of me. Anyways, were you thinking of Timbersaw? And then you saw it was banned, or
no? I was thinking like a Mars would be potentially good to like hold everybody together, but
yeah, that would also banned
that
out
would not
there.
work though here.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking Timbersaw, but that's exactly why For Fun banned it. And they grabbed the Chen. All right, we're gonna see creep wars between Enchantress and Chen if the Doom doesn't just gobble everything up.
See, Doom is the one who ruins all the fun. They're like, oh, let's see whose creeps are stronger. Let's have a battle. And Doom's just like, no, and just crams one in his mouth and grumpily looks at everyone.
Much like me this morning.
That was you, yeah, eating Doritos at oh boy. Ooh, that's not an image that's gonna be out of my head soon. Final pickup though here for Brax, it's gonna be a Slardar. It's a pretty decent choice here, gives them a little bit more initiation. I would have liked to see more AoE, honestly, coming out from Beast Coast when they go in for these fights. But it's a solid pickup.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It allows them way more burst potential on heroes. As soon as he throws that the corrosive haze out onto people, you're able to just completely blow them up with Schofield here on the Wind Ranger, or Hector getting on top of them in short order is going to be pretty big. That's Chris Luck on the Elder Titan.
All right. I'm down. Let's go. Let's get whack. I need some more monsters for this. But
that is wild. All right, we're gonna see a mid Elder Titan, everybody.
Get a fast ads and start punching everybody. Yep, I need more monster for this. All right.
I'm gonna need some to follow this guy's movements. All right, I'm going all out here.
Okay, go grab something off your monster tower. It's funny. When I saw today's matches, I was like, oh, Eternal Envy Dota. I'm ready for anything. This guy is crazy and I love it. I love watching his matches. But you know what? Beast Coast has been like, you know what, Envy? We're going to be the crazy ones today. We're going to pull out some weird nonsense and we're going to pull out the Chris Luck Elder Titan. And you know what? I hope that later on, after the series happens, I am just like, wow, I can't believe that worked. But right now, it's a little bit of a hard sell for me right now, Neph.
It's a bit of a hard sell for me too. If anything is going to win them this game, though, it's we were talking about the Spectre. That hero has done so much work this tournament, and of course, you can get some amazing team fights. It being a core Elder Titan doesn't change the fact that you can get some amazing setups with Astral Spirit, Echo Stomp, and the magic community is going to be a pretty big deal here. That is going to stop, I think, the Stormbolt from dispelling you if he gets the Aghanim Scepter. So he's going to keep that Astral Spirit buff. This is something a team that I worked with a couple years ago would run once in a while, but the creeps were in the jungle a little bit different way. They would, and I think the creeps give you a little bit more points, damage and attack speed and whatnot, or damage and movement speed from Astral Spirit at the time. They would stack the creep camps like 2 or 3 times using like either Wisp or Earth Spirit over here. And then they would quickly run the Astral Spirit through all the camp and then just run down the enemy mid laner with like plus 200 damage at the start of the game.
It is absolutely ridiculous to think about how much this map has changed, but a little bit of a skirmish here. The body block's coming out. They want this kill on Snaking, and they should be able to get it. I'm sure they'd like to give it over to Chris Luck. And indeed, he starts off with a very nice kill.
Yeah.
And invade a little bit.
What's he sending himself out? He's getting his Bracer recipe and Tanga. So, the extra HP regen and damage is why, some of these strength mid laners, they like to go Bracer at the start of the game. Makes sense to me here.
Oh, would have been cool if Ryoya was able to snag that up, but nope. And now he's just getting punched down. He got slowed with the enchant. Chris Luck just wailing away on Ryoya. He has Tangos that he's picked up. Does have a Fairy Fire too, but man, all right. So far, the mid Elder Titan is looking pretty nice.
And, plus 37 damage, so he's able to just zone Ryoya out of the lane, plays with the tower, aggro as well, doesn't go into that 500 range for it to aggro onto him, but gets the auto attack off onto Ryoya. Chris Luck, he's having an awesome time so far. That first Blood Gold really helping him out.
Like Stinger's having a man fight down here with Snake King. Does have to be careful here. He has Fade Bolt online. But plenty of regen, of course, over on Stinger, so just trying to min-max this as much as possible, so that way he can get the full potential out of his salve.
I'm interested in watching this build here from Chris Luck in the mid lane. Yeah, he opts to go to the point natural order, so that takes how much armor away? 1 armor? 2 armor? 1 armor from Ryoya right now. Like 1.5? I think you can lose fractions of armor points now. But yeah, opting not to go that point into Echo Stomp just because he's not going to have the mana to use both these spells, even though it would be pretty significant damage. In fact, he's doing a lot to him.
He forces out the Fairy Fire on Ryoya. I'm not sure he necessarily needed to do that. I think he's... Wait, let's see. As we see that, Schofield gets taken down in the top lane, but I'm interested to see what's the... 310 over on the Elder Titan, and then 305. Actually, yeah, Chris looks just a little bit faster than Ryoya, so he might have been able to just run him down there if he hadn't opted to go for that.
Mm-hmm. Huh. You get he had extra movement speed because he had the Astral Spirit buff on himself as well. In fact, he might be able to turn this on Chris Luck. You have to be so careful on Ryoya. Suddenly he's at plus 94. He's at 353. Gosh. Look at this. He has the Fairy Fire too. You can punch him back, I think, Chris Luck.
Right around. Oh, but the slight.
Yeah, my bad. He definitely made the right play there. Walking back.
This is why you are casting and not playing.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to point out, we were confused yesterday, the last series, the last game of the day of the Monkey King against the Ember Spirit, and why he kind of walked forward at the start and died. It looked like he fed. Stars actually had boots come out at the exact same time, and he didn't realize it on Faker. And
so he thought that he could kite him better?
Yeah, I was actually talking to Stars after the game about why that was done.
Interesting.
Shout out to these players, by the way, at Monster Energy Summit 13. You know, some of the guys, they've just jumped on with interviews with us after the game. They've been very communicative in answering all my questions.
As Envy finds a kill on Schofield. Just trying to blink away. He wanted that little Harpy Stormcrafter so badly.
And, you know, you didn't have Wind Run yet, so you're punished pretty hard.
He's got his bottle online, though. Looks like Ryoya is not going to go too hard on him. Yeah, I really wish we had the time to be able to do an interview with No Penga the other day, but it was very, very late for starters. Like, I won't lie, I was very sleepy. It was, what, like 12:30 for me? And you had to run off to work. I believe you were late for work. That's how much Neph loves NA Dota, guys. Is the fact that he's working a regular job, gets like 3 hours of sleep a night, comes here, casts Dota with me. So, yeah, but I mean, that was a huge upset. I think no one saw that coming there.
I mean,
except for Neph Sensei, but...
Except for Neph. You know, they took the game off of Catch Hammers earlier in the day, and they look so...
Ooh, boy. And look what's waiting for Chris Luck in the top.
Yeah, you love to see it. You're gonna have so much damage next time the Ember Spirit comes to lane, and he's only level 4 now. You're more than a full level ahead of him right now, almost a level and a half. If he manages to get 6 before the Ember Spirit gets back in the lane, let's see how you doing here. I think he's just gonna head back to base right now. He knows he needs full HP. He's getting so much damage right now. You know, you just can't exist in lane against him anymore. Can't trade with him. Be
careful here. If he gets a little too cheeky with Stinger, Stinger does have impetus, and he's got the slow. Turns it around. They can throw out. Oh, he doesn't have enough mana for the impetus. They're trying to kite him. There's the lift up, but they managed to take down Brax before he can take down Stinger. So Stinger very happy with that, and Hector also probably very happy to not have to deal with him in his lane. Top lane. Schofield is sitting very, very low here. He's trying to mess with Envy, but does have a Sal. I think there was one other time that Chris Luck has run this Elder Titan, actually, come to think of it. I forget which... Yeah, I remember he just absolutely popped up. Look at this man. Look at him go! He just punches like a dump truck.
This man, 350 damage a hit. Keep in mind, he's also reducing your base armor by 60%. So you have 2 armor on this Ember Spirit.
Your Earth split the camp?
Yep.
Well, you know, you might as well. Looks like you're having a good time in your lane. Anyways, nice shackle over here on the top lane, over onto Envy, but on the bottom lane, looks like Moo finds him. Oh, sorry, not the bottom. They get the kill on Schofield here on the top. How the heck did they get that? What?
Onto Schofield?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Was there a creep that just timed out or something? It's the only thing I can think of. What's my fight recap doesn't really tell me much, honestly.
I missed that one because I was watching the Earth split around of the CS for efficiency, but he's throwing out multiple whole boulders. Speaking of Chris Luck.
They've got the Centaur, they've got the Shackle, and they got the punches. Chris Luck is sitting so low here, but
He knows
doesn't
that
want to try it. Doesn't want to deal with it.
he's only level 5, so he knows that he's not able to jump on to him, and he doesn't have searing chains either. So it's almost level 6 now. So he's going to start to go for some kills elsewhere on the map in order to recover, I think, Oroya. That's what Ember Spirits do when not doing so great in lane. In fact, since he's gone 3 points into Slate and 2 into Flame Guard, that's what he wants to do. If you see them maxing out Flame Guard, that means they want to go to the jungle to recover. But it's difficult to do that when you have Envy on your team. You know, Sven, he wants to be the one farming up the jungle, taking advantage of his great cleave.
That is for sure. They're putting a lot of pressure down on Brax in the bottom lane. Now, one of the perks of having this Doom is the fact that you're supposed to be able to just leave him in a lane and... Not, oh my god, and it begins again. Look how fast this boy is. Forces Rioya to go Remnant away.
Dropping the hero lines now. You know, it can be very difficult to play against these things if you're not up against them regularly. And I think, you know, Roy, he's not used to playing against the other Titan mid. So the damage that comes out...
There's a lot of cursing coming out from him. Just like, what the? And he goes in again. Just boop. Boop. Does have to be careful, though, because the Rubik's here. Push him back. He can just turn back around. Oh, the dodge! The dodge coming out from Chris Luck. He's actually still alive. Eventually, he gets taken down, but it forced Envy to come over here to leave his... Nobody expects the safe laner to gank the mid. What the what? He almost made it out there now.
He did. You know, that was a very important recovery kill there for him. You know, it gets him but a bit of XP. He manages to get himself phase boots now. And, you know, when you play these cheese heroes in the mid lane, if they do manage to get shut down, the game turns on its head very fast. Oh, no.
And they end up losing Schofield again. Man, Schofield is having a rough game this time around. It's like he can't do anything without getting... attacked here. I like how Envy has just taken over the side of the jungle. This man.
I mean, if it's not safe in your jungle, you just farm the enemy jungle. It makes sense to me.
True, but he was so far deep in the Radiant jungle. It wasn't even like he was just dipping the toes in. He just went full on into the deep end of the pool here and was like, yeah, I'm sure it's safe. No one's gonna look for me here. Chris Luck just throwing his weight around here has attracted so much attention in this mid lane.
Yeah, I mean, he's forcing all these rotations is pretty big. And of course, when you have Hector farming away, you're doing a pretty good job. But
Pond comes out. Brax is sitting too low here in this bottom lane. Throws out the Hadouken. Hector will happily take the kill. And Whisper's gone pretty deep here, chasing after Snake King. I'm not sure what the heck is going on up here, but, you know, that's a dead Snake King. Without an Envy in the lane to scare them away, they can just run at him. And they do.
Dota Plaza is really preferring Beast Coast right now with all this early aggression. I think it just factored in all those kills that happened in the mid lane at the very start. But and it tends to favor Spectre as well a little bit. You know, it's actually saying like a 78% win probability for Radiant right now. That is a little bit ridiculous in my opinion. And Envy, you know, this is one thing that he does that Chris Luck don't. No, sorry, not Chris Luck, K1. You know, K1, he tends to go Midas in some of these heavier farming heroes that have other tools and don't necessarily need the Midas. So he is going Mask of Madness on Envy, and I feel like it farms faster and lets you take fights better than going Hand of Midas.
That I think Jenkins also does too. Persephase thrown over here, over onto Rioya, gets a little bit of a bash here, followed with the Slithering Crush, forced to just Remnant away. And I think it's hilarious how much activity is happening over here in this mid lane. The Earth Splitter from downtown, but of course, Rioya is just going to be able to walk away from it. Chris Luck maybe getting a little bit too cheeky here, thinking that he could do more than what he originally thought. Earth Splitter gets stolen by the Rubik, and they turn it right back around. I like Moo. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, it is incredibly annoying to deal with this. I mean, he is so tanky on top of the amount of damage that he does, but they plan this fairly well. You know, they are at the 10-minute mark, and here is the menagerie. You know, you have all kinds of interesting animals, the golems, the ghosts, the banishers, and of course, the rare wagon animal.
Don't forget the Ogre Frost Mage. Yikes, dude. Schofield, again, he's just trying to get them to pay attention to him. They don't want to let them take this tower just yet, and they take the bait. They run after him. Little ghost lady will go down. Rest in pepperonis. Anyway, trying to slide through. Sven has completed that Mask of Madness, and again, I prefer this as well. I think that this is the better choice because it also allows you to fight.
You said Jenkins prefers that as well?
I think so. I'm trying to I remember talking, like, it might have... Oh, Doom gets used over on Hector in the bottom lane. Snaking getting slowed down, though. They do have that little satyr, and it looks like Hector's going to be out just fine. However, Stinger not looking quite as healthy, although it's a nice shackle coming out here from Schofield. Maybe not enough, though. Look at how slow they just try to hit that Enchantress. But at the end of the day, Hector's still alive, so very happy about that. That's the first Doom, I believe, that was used as well. And they didn't get anything really from it.
The support's not such a big deal. The important thing is that Hector is able to continue to farm, and you know, Chris Luck is able to, I guess, make space for him and make sure they keep these rotations onto him. They keep the enemies away from the Spectre. And,
yeah.
Okay. I mean, Schofield's deaths, if anything, are just like footnotes here and there on the game.
Yeah. It happens sometimes. He's trying so hard to make the space that he ends up, you know, going maybe a little bit too ham on it. I do like how Snaking has stolen the enchant, though, and that's why we're seeing that little mini menagerie coming out. But Ryoya has himself an Invis rune, and he's hunting. And he's found himself his target. It is indeed Stinger. Stinger trying to bring over this centaur, but not going to be able to go and land that stomp thanks to the chains. How's Envy doing here? Envy right now, top of CS, of course, with the cleave. He's got himself the Mask of Madness Bracer. He's going to be going for that Echo Saber very, very soon.
So, and just going for the Aghanim Scepter, as you were saying, on the other Titan, I want to look at some of these people on For Fun. Brax, he's opting to go Blink right now, so get on top of heroes. I think it's probably Chris Luck you want to shut down these team fights, right? Doom him out so he isn't able to take advantage of his Astral Spear, especially if he has Aghanim Scepter. So the Blink Dagger first, you know, on Doom, it can be very hit and miss. It depends how important it is for you to get on top of a hero and whether or not they're able to, I guess, juke out the Doom. But it has one of the highest cast points for like a non-wind-up ability at 0.5 seconds.
Schofield is dead again, although he's looking for a shackle if he can land it up. But nope, Fade Bolt comes out from Snaking. He says, sit down.
Sit the
How many deaths do we have on Schofield? 6 deaths.
I'm trying to laugh it off for the guy. You know, he's making space for his team. Oh, this could be
what he does. Couple punches over here onto Ryoya. Still a creep or two. Spectre joining in on the fight here. It's not looking very good for Chris Luck. It looks like he's gonna get burnt down as Whisper gets doomed up. He's next to fall. They chuck a rock over here at Hector, but they've got the creep wave. They'll turn their attention over to the tier 2.
I was surprised there for a moment. I thought the Doom went out onto the other Titan, who was basically already dead. But, you know, Brax picking his targets well, stopping him from getting that stomp off. And, you know, Eternal Envy continues to farm away as his team takes this bottom tower here. They can do some decent damage to it as well, but I think they're going to be forced to get back before they can take it. Actually, no, he's here because Jen, he brought his boy in. God's strength, and he's going to finish up the tower with this one. Sick play there by them.
Blink Dagger's on its way here to Brax, so these fights are going to be going a little bit easier even for them very, very soon.
That's something I love to see back in like the 13 to 15 era, is you would see people drag each other or drag their heroes across the map with like Chen and Keeper like super efficiently. And I think, yeah, they've changed the heroes around a little bit, and now people tend to favor heroes that are able to do that themselves. Like the Spirits, of course. Quinn was talking about how quickly they can move around the map and set things up. So there's a bit less teamwork involved in that one, but it's still really fun to see, like, the Morphling as well. That was something that you used to see a lot more. People being able to play the map with multiple teleports.
I'm sure you remember that, considering you were probably 2 years old. Haunt comes in, though, coming here from Hector as he's chasing after Mu. Hand of God's going to come out, but Whisper just bashes him up, takes him down very easily. Ryoya now forced to run away. They drop the Earth Splitter over on the side here. Snaking, trying to run away, go for the Echo Stomp. They don't quite have it, though. Ryoya, though, is too separated from the rest of his team, so he will go down as Envy runs away here. Working on that, BKB doesn't want to be disturbed.
It was a nice attempt to get out there by Roy. You know, he drops the fire remnant outside of the range as he's slowed, uses the sleight of fist, so it buys him a little bit of time as it goes forward. But unfortunately, it had a bash ready and primed up on the slaughter, so it ended up just taking him down immediately after he got out of the sleight of fist. So it gives a little bit more breathing room to Beast Coast. You know, anytime K1 can find to get his next item is big.
They have Doom up in about a second, and we have a Blink Dagger on Brax, but it looks like he doesn't want to go for it. He's just going to be patient. You see the TP coming out now from Ryoya. They're trying to make a play as they invade the jungle, but they already have the vision. They'll all back off.
Yeah. Spectre is incredibly tanky, actually. You know, when you have 4 points in dispersion, you have Poor Man's Shield, it becomes very difficult to click him down. So just by himself, Brax wouldn't have had the damage. All that would have done is put Doom on cooldown.
So dead Schofield again. What are we at now?
7 deaths.
I'm surprised. I feel like he should have more than that.
He's keeping the numbers lower. He's dying less a minute than he was before.
And they're really just trying to force Hector out of being able to farm, but Hector, he's still finding it. He's on par here with Eternal Envy. When you consider the fact that Sven has that cleave, that's pretty darn impressive.
This is interesting up here.
Chris Luck.
Envy, oh no. Well, that was extremely hard to catch him there. You know, he did cut through the trees there and whatnot, so he managed to get out of that one. Too hard to find him, really. But that was nice there by Eternal Envy. He didn't waste any time. You know, a lot of people, they finish off the ancient camp before they'd make a play, but in Dota, there's very small windows of opportunity.
Ryoya, Echo Stomp connects with that impetus, and he zips out. Oh, but look, long range. Is it going to be able to hit? It doesn't. It actually gets dodged. Holy guacamole.
This guy's good.
I don't think it wasn't enough to kill him anyways, because I thought for a second it was an impetus, but it just was a regular auto attack. So.
Oh, okay.
But that would have been sick. Careful here, Schofield. There's a lot of boys over there.
Yeah, catapult too. There actually is a damage cap or range damage cap on the impetus if you hold alt. I think 1750. It's a lot of damage, but you know it doesn't just one shot you when you go across the map.
Man, I miss when the Aghanim Scepter extended the damage and the range.
Doesn't it still give you an attack range bonus?
Is it a little bit, but I just don't like the Sprink. I don't like the way that it's set up. I would rather get more damage.
It's a cute ability, though.
Oh, yay, cute. Woo!
Christ. Somebody breathe some life into Moxxi.
Moxxi is dead, only Bogwitch.
Enchantress is an adorable hero, but, you know...
She's literally the overly attached girlfriend meme. Don't run off.
I don't think she's that scary.
She's pretty scary. She's crazy.
Fair enough.
Terrifying, dude. And I feel like Beast Coast, like... I feel like I haven't seen Whisper do much this game. He went for the Hand of Midas. He does have the BKB now, so that's going to be a little bit better for him. But I'm also, like, worried the fact that Sven just does so much damage. Yeah, they're not going to be able to lock him down, but, you know, it's going to take him a while. He needs to get that Blink Dagger. That's very important. And, you know, looks like he's going to go for the Assault Cuirass as well, but I know a lot of the Slardars, they really want to get that Aghanim Scepter for the extra, you know, regen and whatnot. Chris Luck goes for the Echo Stomp. Doesn't quite manage to land it. Leaves the Arcane Rune. There we go. Fix it up.
Attaboy.
They see Ryoya up here, and they're smoked.
Every coin helps.
Not going to be able to quite grab him in time, though, as he teleports out. Although, it is one of the long ones. Oh! He almost manages to get it, but changes his mind at the last minute, just slides away and gets to one of his remnants here. Chris Luck, though, in the pit. Trying to fight Roshan with the double damage rune. This is going to require some assistance. I'm not sure about this.
Unfortunately, his natural order isn't going to bring down all of Roshan's armor, so he's going to have to get back.
Well, I mean, they have Whisper with the Corrosive Haze, but they need a little bit more help. And especially with all the heroes on the side of For Fun alive and well, I don't know if you want to go in on this.
It depends. Ooh.
Whisper's happy that they're fighting in the river, though. He's looking for this opportunity. Chris Luck has the Ag Scepter online, though. Do have to be careful because there is Doom, and like we said, there it is. Followed with a nice Shackle, but we do get the Haunt off, so Hand of God's gonna get used. Immediately, Chris Luck's gonna go down, Staking next to fall, as now Envy just chonks away over here at Whisper. There's gonna be a buyback as they go and immediately take down Moo. Hector, though, he can't stay alive long enough. They do too much damage, and they don't have the support of these other heroes because, like, look at the net worth. They're so low in value. They don't have the ability to keep them alive.
Oh, exactly. That was amazing targeting there in that team fight by For Fun. You know, just jumping onto the Elder Titan right away, using the Doom on him. You made his build completely useless. You were feeling so strong at the start of this game, but your only item is the Aghanim Scepter, you know? And you're not really playing a hero that's able to do anything to stop him from getting that Doom off. Oh. You can't stop this, Roshan.
No, it's happening whether you want to or not. There it is. Envy grabs himself up the Aegis. And TP's right down to that bottom lane to continue his farming. I'm sure we're going to see an Aghanim Scepter coming out for him very soon.
Mm-hmm. Surprised he didn't send himself out a couple of the mangoes. Oh, yeah, he's going back. Oh, no, he wasn't going back to the mangoes. He was going back to these parts of the Aghanim Scepter. Thought he was going to get the mangoes from the ground as well to keep his mana topped up.
Nah, he didn't feel hungry. He doesn't need a snack right now.
Fair enough. Envy's not himself when he's hungry, though.
Chris Luck trying to man fight Ryoya over here. Do you have Envy? Not sure if they see him. Oh, they see him now. But they need a bit more backup if they want to track down the Sen.
Yeah, the God Strength is on cooldown still for another couple seconds here, so they weren't really looking to take that fight just yet. Now, you know, oh, they're actually smoking up. They're not wasting any time sitting here thinking they might wait until this Aghanim Scepter is complete. But, you know, I think that's what they imagine Beast Coast is expecting here, too.
Oh, the jump immediately over onto Chris Luck, and he's just obliterated.
So you don't expect to play like that. You think, okay, the enemies have Aegis. They're going to wait for their timings. Like, they probably time Doom. They time, they see Sven having like the most of his Aghanim Scepter. They'll wait until that's done, but you know, not waiting here on For Fun.
No, they're not. This is feeling like a dead Schofield again, although Stinger nearby trying to provide some sort of support, but no. That's gonna be a... Oh, they turn it back around. It's gonna be a dead Hector, though. Eternal Envy, his Aegis pops, but that's about all that happens here. Whisper with the BKB is just trying to man fight for Ryoya over here. Gets off a couple bashes. Nice Hand of God coming out now from Moo. Will keep them alive as they're forced to run away, but Brax on the back lines finds the kill on Schofield. And they'll turn their attention out to the tower, and I'm not sure what they can do. Maybe they can get off an Echo Stomp at the very least, slow them down just a little bit. Buyback now, Wind Ranger, Earth Splitter coming in. Chris Luck gets lifted up, and it lands over all 5 heroes, but it doesn't do enough damage enough. Now they're just trying to man fight them back here. Chris Luck punching away, wants Eternal Envy. He's gonna be able to go get the blood. Brax already blinking out. They've got the Yule Scepter. This is feeling like they'll be able to go grab Snaking, but he manages to land that Slithering Crushes. Brax going back in on the back line. Schofield's gonna get taken down. Chris Luck now forced to run away. Doesn't have the support of the rest of his team. Stinger trying to keep him alive here. Does have those spirits up and running, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough as Chris Luck gets taken out. There's going to be the Haunt coming out now from Hector. Stinger not looking healthy. They'll be able to go get the kill, but now Snaking getting chased down over on the back lines. They'll be able to get burnt down as now Moo tries to climb through, tries to hide in the trees, but Hector, he's got his eyes on the prize. They have the Corrosive Haze on him, and that's a double kill. Ryoya now only one still here, still alive as he teleports, or not teleports. Ah, yeah, he teleported out. My bad.
Saving the game there, honestly, on Chris Luck. You got the 4-man stomp into 5-man Earth Splitter. I think that is the first time I've seen that in years come off. He had like plus 500 damage in that fight as well. He just started sprinting at the enemies and ripping them apart. It was like he was holding a Divine Rapier there or something. That was insane, you know, them just being able to hold it together because of that. And, you know, K1 Hector, he got a couple kills under his belt at the tail end of that fight because of it as well, so... They're keeping Beast Coast in this with that one play there. For fun, they saw the opportunity there, though. They thought, all right, there's no way they're going to be able to fight us regardless of the stomp. Somebody probably made that call, and we just need to take this tier 3 in the rack as quickly as possible. But their aggression is punished there. Well played by Beast Coast, especially Chris Luck there, seizing that opportunity.
I was just surprised that they would be so dumped together. I guess they figure, it's fine. It's just Chris Luck. What is he gonna do? Well, that's exactly what he's going to do, and it would have been incredible if the Spectre had been up at that point for the Haunt. They would have popped, but didn't quite have it just yet. So everybody's back at farming. We're gonna have a Scotty soon online for Ector, and Envy does have the Aghanim Scepter completed now. Not quite level. Well, he just at the level 15 here. They go back in for a play. They're ready to fight. They want to take down Hector. Hector? No, he's already out.
Yep. Now they know that they're up here as well. They want to be doing something while Haunt is on cooldown for another 40 seconds here. They have all of their abilities up on for fun. I think we really want to get this tier 3 tower. We've just about opened up their high ground. It's only got 275 HP left. Bit too far forward there on Snake King. He's fine, though. Everything is fine. But I don't think they'll wait for their next item, though. I mean, Eternal Envy, he just finished his Aghanim Scepter. Ember Spirit, he's on his way to a Daedalus, but I'm not sure that's something he necessarily needs to be able to take this next team fight.
Schofield, I don't think they realize Whisper's here, though. Chains. Schofield, I'm sure, would love to try to pin him to something, and they could get a pick off. But looks like he's a little frightened by this. Turn back around again with Whisper. Whisper, the blink goes on in. The follow-up with the shackle with the Haunt, and that is one dead Rioya. And they see where everybody else is on the side of business as well. So, a nice little pick off here. Of course, Haunt is now down. So they could try to make something happen. In fact, Chris Luck needs to be careful immediately. You get that little... What is it actually called? His Aghanim's buff.
Chris Luck's?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just the Astral Spirit as well, but you get magic immunity from it.
Yeah, but I feel like there should be like a cool name for it, right?
No cool name. It gives you magic immunity. We've stopped getting flavor text and whatnot a couple years ago.
All right. I want to see in chat your best ideas for what that magical immunity Astral Spirit buff should be called. I'm trusting you guys, Twitch chat. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
Okay. I'm gonna let you have this one. You're gonna be sorely disappointed. Twitch chat is made for disappointing people.
Yikes, dude.
But
that was what Reddit was for.
But yeah, a couple years ago, they stopped really introducing flavor text to new heroes and new abilities. But I think they've recently started doing it again on some things. But, like neutral items, for example, none of these have flavor text or anything like that.
I would like to remind you of a time when Slardar's ultimate was just called Amp Damage.
Yeah, and before that, it was Fairy
Bash.
Fire. But it was Fairy Fire before that, but that was taken out because we weren't allowed to have that.
Nope, and then we got it back as a different thing.
I was like Wraith King's concept and like his hero lines are way cooler than Skeleton King's ever were.
Yeah, but we don't have the all caps guide to Wraith King. It's for Skeleton King.
Yeah,
that is
that's
the
true.
Best guide of all times. Everybody just dodging here, trying to make Fun just respond to them. And they're doing a good job of it. Of course, they do have to remember the fact that they have a Chen. So Chen can recall Envy at any time, should they decide to go in for these fights. But... oh god. Schofield's gonna die again. I just feel it in my bones.
That's fair, but Envy, he doesn't commit. He does put himself out of position if he goes forward on him, and you have a Yule Scepter, you have a Force Staff on Ranger. Not that either of these things are able to get you away from the level 15 talent, the Aghanim Scepter on this Fen.
They go for a smoke play.
Envy wants no part of it.
Envy has creeps to hit.
He wants his assault. It's pretty important to these team fights. Again, one of the big things that is doing a lot of damage to them is the fact that, when you're playing the core Elder Titan as well. I talk about this to a lot of people who discuss like the concept of running Elder Titan as support and going through people's armor. He is susceptible to getting blown up. But when you're playing him on the core role, he's a lot more tanky. So it's easy to put him beside people and get that natural order buff off.
Ooh, Stinger. Do you see how fast Stinger goes? Yeah. Immediately tries to heal himself up, but they find Moo, so there's not going to be a Chen available, and they'll immediately turn back around. They pick off Snake King. They've taken down the support duo. Beast Coast is on the prowl. They know that Brax is over there, but they're not quite going to be able to grab him in time, so have to be satisfied with the little support pickoffs, and I'm sure Fun is, you know, they're sad to lose them, but they're happy that if they're going to lose someone, it's only going to be the supports. No Roche just yet. It's going to respawn in about 1:20, but they do push them out of their triangle and just let Hector keep on farming. It's like it's going to be a Lincoln Sphere, so that way Hector doesn't get doomed up as easily.
People run the couriers into each other inside the Roche pit. Wind Ranger is sprinting across trying to grab it. You just can't get a break. Can't get no respect on Schofield this game.
He is the Rodney Dangerfield of this game for sure.
Mm-hmm. It's fine that Roche is respawning in like another minute and another 45 seconds here. That like we were talking about, Eternal Envy, he manages to finish his assault cross before this next team fight. That'll allow him to play against the Elder Titan and his natural order a lot easier. Yeah. In these last couple of fights, he's just getting blown up. Like, it is so scary to think about. Not only does he get like plus 500 damage when he gets the Astral Spirit off onto every hero, but he's also like reducing your armor to nothing. Mm. You die in just several hits there.
Yeah, that is pretty ridiculous when you consider that. A lot of negative armor coming out from this team, but checking the Roche pit, no one's home. Envy going up into the triangle, spots out Whisper. Lincoln Sphere is completed though now for the Spectre, so not only is he going to be able to possibly dodge the Doom, but also the Envy Stormhammer Superman throwing himself at him. So a little bit more survivability coming out here.
And how that one works is he still jumps at you. It just blocks the stun as he lands on you, which, you know, is a pretty big deal, all things considered. You know, if he's not whacking away from you for 2 seconds, he's not getting that free hit off on you that the Aghanim Scepter grants as well.
And they see they're in the Roche pit here.
Much easier to survive.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're hoping if you're going to be leaping on in there, you're going to get stunned up, and all of a sudden you just jump in and you're just standing there looking like a nerd.
What's up, guys? I'm here. Hey. Party's arrived. It's the S unit.
Oh, it's a good stomp. It holds them off a little bit longer, just long enough for actually to be able to pick up that Aegis. Haun's going to come out. They want to take this fight. Chris Letho immediately just pops on the back line. Oh my god, Whisper, he's taking too much damage too, but they don't have the means to hold him down. Over on the back lines, Hector chasing after Moo. He doesn't want to allow that Hand of God to come out. There's going to be the buyback now coming out from Chris Luck. Hector, he's trying to climb away, does have the Aegis. He's coming right back up against Stinger, trying to man fight with Ryoya, but he's not able to. Lincolns gets popped. Hector trying to just climb into this pit. It's pretty difficult, but it looks like he might be able to survive this as Chris Luck. No, they zoom right back in here with Ryoya. They've got the stun. Hector over on the back lines. Air Splitter gets dropped, but he is going to fall. And now Chris Luck, he's already bought back. This is not looking very good for him as he manages to go. He turns around looking throughout the Echo Stomp, manages to land it over onto Snake King, but they follow up. Envy just sailing on in. That is a team wipe on Beast Coast.
And that could just cost him the game. In that fight, my god, did Sven do tons of damage. Same with Ember Spirit there, you know, just not being able to lock either of these heroes down on Beast Coast. We talked about like why Ember Spirit was so good at the start of this. You know, even though he had a rough game, he's able to just like dip around the team fight and do so much. In that last fight, K1, he tried to like get the Storm Bolt from the Sven to block him off on him going on the high ground and him going to low ground, but he didn't quite do it. Sven actually just like teleported down to the low ground there, and I think that's it. Moxxi, they can't do anything. I'm not sure you guys even have to go for the Raxes here. Just end the game, hit the tier 4s. They don't have buyback. I think this is it. I think we're going to see a 2-0.
This is looking like a 2-0. I mean, you've got the Slardar up in a moment. You've got Schofield, but they just don't have that impact. Slardar, he's trying. Whisper realizes, I gotta do something. I can't just sit here in the base. I can't just watch my buildings get destroyed, but that's about all he can do. And just like that, for fun, the Brax Street Boys are back. Let's go.
Amazing 2 games out of them there. You know, at the start it looked a little bit rough that Elder Titan could come out of nowhere on them, but, you know, in the last couple of team fights, they're just able to throw out that Doom onto the Elder Titan. He felt so useless at that point, you know? When your entire kit is just countered out by that one ability and you're not really going to have anything to dodge. I mean, a lot of other mid heroes like Storm Spirit, Void, etc. They'd be able to get the use their like mobility move, Astral Step, Dissimulate, or just zipping away in order to dodge a Doom because there's a 0.5-second windup time. But Elder Titan just has to kind of sit there and tank it, and that really took him out of this game. So win probability, it was like very heavily in the favor of Beast Coast that started that. But as these team fights started started happening, we just got to see how much stronger For Fun was when they got the initiations that they needed.
Do you think we can get an interview with someone from For Fun? Do you think you could work your NA magic here?
I can. I got the Brackstreet Boys Discord. I could, just give him a quick at him in his public server, asking for him to
I'm sure that.
You know what? Let's do it. Okay.
Do it. Let's see if we can get the head of the Brackstreet Boys in here. But like you said, it was an interesting game. It seemed like Chris Luck was doing pretty well in that Elder Titan, but I also think the Doom was an immediate, just a nice, tidy way to help deal with him. Because okay, you've got that magical immunity, but you know what doesn't care about magical immunity, Neph?
What?
Doom.
Yeah.
Also, I would like to say that Stars Dota came up with a great name for the Astral Spirit buff. You're talking smack about Twitch chat over there. I saw he wrote Astral Vengeance, and I like that. We had a couple that were a little bit very uncomfortable that I'm not going to mention, but that one, I thought that was pretty clever. Ryoya had a really nice game, despite the fact that, his initial laning was not super great. It was very difficult for him to stand toe-to-toe with that. I do have one question for you, and I know that you're focused on doing some other things, but do you think Whisper going for the Hand of Midas was the right move? Because I feel like he needed to be more aggressive early on, and it took him a really long time to get that Blink Dagger because he was going for the Midas.
It felt like he had a serious lack of impact in this game, and like you said, he wasn't really doing anything. I think if they had a little bit more gap close, it'd be easier for them to get on top of Brax and Eternal Envy at the start of these fights. And it would be harder for, Brax to go unpunished, jumping on Chris Luck and dooming him out at the start. So, I would agree with you. I think Hand of Midas on him was a little bit too greedy, but maybe they weren't necessarily thinking they would play so aggressive into them on For Fun. And Brax actually did say yes. So let's see. I got him accepted my friend request. I'm going to drag him into the call. My observer here, I'm throwing him under the bus right away. He's going to have no idea how to make this all work. Good luck, dude.
We love you,
I
Sakai.
drag Brax in here. All right. I'm pulling him in right now. Let's see if he picks up.
And hopefully the admins don't start the lobby without us. But we do have the one, the only Brax Dota joining us in a moment, maybe.
In
hopefully.
a moment.
And then the next game coming up too is going to be Quincy versus Spirit, so that'll be an excellent match. But hello,
it's my cam.
Is this the real Brax?
Yeah, it's not the one from Valorant.
Pod.
It's me.
What up, dude? We enjoyed watching the Brackstreet Boys take that game. It was awesome.
I don't think that we have cameras on. We're actually doing this interview without permission from Summit.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah,
I definitely approve of this then.
Yeah,
this is even better.
I just kind of go for it. If I do something they don't like, they yell at me, but they haven't said anything to me yet. So.
Well, now we can see the beautiful face of Brax here. Guys, he looks wonderful. He looks like a man who just got a victory, who just played a really good game of Doom. Somebody sponsored this man's stream.
That's right.
Sunspan, for fuck's sake, God's sake, you should go and sponsor this man. But anyways, so my question for you right off the bat is, when you saw the Elder Titan, did you guys realize, okay, that's probably going to be going mid? And what were your thoughts about that when you saw it in action?
So it's definitely a hero that's been on the rise, and it's pretty spooky because you don't really know where it's going to go. People play it in the offlane, people play it both support roles, right? There's even a guy on USC who plays at carry who's like ranked 70, so everyone's whipping out some crazy scientific shit with Elder Titan these days. So honestly, once it was picked, I was like, all right, there's no fucking way. This is just some normal stuff. This is Beast Coast. They got some tricks up their sleeves. So we're just, keeping an open mind. Like, it's going to be core somewhere. I don't know where Hector's not playing it. He's too old to play Elder Titan. He probably doesn't even know the hotkeys for this hero.
Oh.
Yeah, it's true. He's a limited hero pool player, but he's an expert at his heroes. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. We were talking about that. He just makes gold appear. My question is, Roya died a couple times to the Elder Titan. I think that was just because when you don't regularly play these mid matchups, you kind of become unaware of the amount of damage heroes can do or just how fast they can come at you. Was he like freaked out and what the hell just happened when he got run down a couple of times?
Every time I looked, man, he's getting run down. He's asking for TPs, and I'm like, guys, don't fucking TP. Please don't TP. He's dead, and you're gonna die next. Just don't TP. Whatever you do not TP.
It just sounds like some horror movie stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It's some old horror movie stuff where you see the killer coming from a mile away, but he's just faster than you, stronger than you, can't do shit.
It's Dead by Daylight, not Dota anymore.
Yeah, exactly. It's just one of those things that like you don't play against too often, and sometimes you forget, or sometimes it's surprising, and people react poorly every now and then. But we got past that phase in the game. We're able to stabilize. It wasn't so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky, though, earlier on, we're watching it and we just see, most of the times when you're watching Ember Spirits in mid, especially in NA, you see the NA special where they use all their remnants and they just go a whole hand right in trying to get the kill. In this case, we are just running away constantly.
Yeah, using multiple to escape. I got a question for you guys. I know that you guys are interviewing me, but this one I think is really important and probably adds a lot of value to the viewers. Is he carrying a staple gun or a briefcase?
Oh, staple gun.
Staple gun, unless it depends on the skin. It depends on the skin.
Right.
Okay, that's fair.
And sometimes he also has a baby rattle too. Don't forget that.
That's true. The Bulba baby rattle.
Oh, I have a good question regarding Elder Titan too for you. My question is, so his astral spirit buff when he has an Ags doesn't have an actual name. What would you name it? Yeah. Yep. I asked Twitch chat. Stars gave me a pretty good answer. He said that he thought it would be Astral Vengeance. I think that's pretty decent. Neph was just making fun of Twitch chat. Now they all hate. What would you call it though? If you had an idea for it, do you have a name for it?
All right, so people don't know this, but I'm actually an expert hero balancer and designer in Path of Guardians POG, which is free to play for anyone out there in the custom games. Thunderboar is actually
pay this man.
Thunderboar is actually my hero, so I am a master of balance and of course naming skill names. And this is Celestial Power.
Ooh, that is pretty good. All right. We're gonna add that down in there. We're gonna make this happen.
Okay.
I've decided. Thank you, Brad.
The contacts at Valve.
No, I'm just going to force this down everybody's throat and call it Celestial Power.
Good. Then they'll have to adopt it.
Yep. Thank you. All right. Do you have any other questions for the one and only Brax here, Neph? Otherwise, I think the admins would really like us to join the lobby since this is a non-sanctioned interview that we're running here. That's how we like to do it in the streets here for NASA Dota.
I don't have any questions for you, but I just want to say to everyone, check out the Brax Street Boys Discord. Brax has some awesome stuff going on here. I asked him the other day, can I go to your coaching channel and steal the thoughts that you give me and say that they were my ideas? He said, yes. I suggest you all do the same things for your games and to your friends. You say, hey, look at this awesome idea that I came up with. So thanks to Brax for, not charging people hundreds of dollars for his time.
That's right. Not yet, at least, right? We're building up there. But until then, it's free. Yeah. No, but I just wanted to say shout out to you guys for casting, of course, doing an excellent job. Shout out to BTS for throwing an amazing tournament, and Monster Energy, of course, because this is the Monster Energy Summit 13. And it's right, get your Mango Locos out. They're amazing. And shout out to Beast Coast, of course, for being the most unpredictable team. Their highs are incredibly high. And then sometimes they'll lose to teams you think they have no business losing to. But in the end, it's about hitting your peak at the right moment, right? We saw their performance at TI, of course, fantastic. They're a very good team. So it's always a pleasure playing against them.
Wise words from a very wise man over there. Don't worry, buddy. We're going to get that stream sponsored.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview with us, though. We really appreciate it.
Of course, anytime. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And now we need to go and get ourselves into the lobby because our admin is a very nice person and has been very understanding, but I'm sure would prefer to get us over there as fast as possible. So guys, we are going to be shifting gears now. We're going to go head on into our next match, which is Quincy Crew versus Spirits. But first we need to take a short break. So we will see you in just a few.